Have you ever searched online for how to get rich fast, or why am I always broke? If you're earning decent money but watch it vanish into thin air every month, leaving your bank account teetering near zero, you are not alone. You might look at other people effortlessly building wealth and wonder what secret they know that you do not. Well, today, Mastering Money and Wealth is going to show you exactly where your money needs to go, step by step. If you want to stop the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and start building real, lasting wealth. If you're tired of spinning your financial wheels and ready to finally get ahead, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now and hit the like button if this roadmap helps you turn the corner. Here is a financial truth that might shock you. The real secret to wealth isn't about extreme deprivation. It is not about living like a hermit and eating ramen noodles for every meal. The real secret is financial intelligence, which is knowing exactly where every single dollar should go before you even earn it. Think of your money like a highly trained, elite squad, without a clear mission and specific assignments. Your dollars wander around aimlessly, getting wasted on things you can't even remember buying a week later. But when each dollar knows its assignment, that same money becomes an incredibly powerful, wealth-building machine. The problem is, most people treat their finances like a free-for-all. Money comes in, money goes out, and they just hope it all works out. Spoiler alert, it never does. We are going to give you 7 specific, proven destinations where your money needs to report for duty. These aren't random suggestions. They are based on decades of financial research and the precise strategies used by truly wealthy individuals. Follow this system, and you will see results faster than you ever thought possible. But first, let's reprogram your financial mind. When you get paid, what is the very first thing that happens? If your answer involves paying bills whenever you remember, or spending on impulse purchases, you are doing it backward. The backwards approach is trying to save what's left instead of spending what's left. It's an exercise in futility, like trying to fill a bucket with a giant hole in the bottom. No matter how much water you pour in, it never stays full. The system we're introducing dictates a clear, mandatory path for every dollar. We call this the 7 destinations of wealth. Destination 1, minimum debt payments. I know this isn't the most exciting destination, but it is the non-negotiable foundation of your financial house. You must cover all your minimum debt payments every month before you spend a single dollar on anything else. This includes student loans, car loans, credit cards, personal loans, any debt that shows up on your credit report. These payments are not optional, they are not suggestions. Missing a minimum payment is playing financial Russian roulette. Just one missed payment can drop your credit score by 50 points or more. That lower score immediately costs you thousands of dollars in higher interest rates on everything from future car loans to a potential mortgage. It's a vicious, expensive cycle, all because you thought skipping a payment was acceptable. Treat your minimum payments like your rent or your utility bill. They must be paid on time, every time. Destination 2, necessities, the 50% rule. This is where most people completely lose their financial minds. Let's define necessities clearly. They are the things you actually need to survive and function as a productive member of society. Housing, transportation, food, utilities, and basic healthcare. Notice what is not on that list. Streaming services, that expensive daily coffee shop trip, that gym membership you haven't used in 6 months, and certainly not the latest phone upgrade. I'm not saying these things are evil, but they do not belong in the necessity category. They are wants, not needs. Here is the rule that will fundamentally change your financial life. Keep your necessities under 50% of your gross, pre-tax income. If more than half of your income is consumed just to cover the basics, you are setting yourself up for chronic financial stress and severely limiting your ability to build wealth. Achieving the 50% rule might mean making uncomfortable choices, getting a roommate, driving an older, reliable car, or moving to a slightly less expensive area. But these temporary, strategic sacrifices are the foundation for long-term financial freedom. Destination 3, the emergency fund, your financial shield. Once your minimum debts and necessities are covered, your next priority is building your financial life insurance policy, the emergency fund. This isn't just a nice idea, it's mandatory. Your ultimate goal is to save 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Think back to the last time something unexpected happened. A car repair, an urgent medical bill, or a broken appliance. Without an emergency fund, these situations force you into bad choices. Taking on high-interest debt, skipping important payments, or asking family for help. With an emergency fund, the same situations are merely minor inconveniences. Your car breaks down? No problem. You write a check and move on with your life. This fund turns you from a financial victim into someone who can handle whatever life throws at you. Keep this money in an account separate from your regular checking account. It should be accessible when you need it, but not so accessible that you're tempted to spend it on non-emergencies. That vacation you want, no matter how badly you need it, is a non-emergency. Destination 4. Retirement account contributions. Free money first. This is where the vast majority of young people make a catastrophic, expensive mistake. They think retirement is so far away that they can afford to wait. They tell themselves they'll start saving later, when they earn more, or when life is less complicated. Here is the brutal truth. Life never gets less complicated. Waiting to save for retirement is one of the most expensive financial mistakes you can ever make. Because every year, your delay costs you tens of thousands of dollars in lost compound growth. The person who starts investing $50 a month at age 25 will have significantly more money at retirement than the person who waits until 35 to start investing $100 a month. In time is a far more powerful wealth builder than the amount of money you initially invest. Your first action here is to secure the free money. If your employer offers a retirement plan with matching contributions, like a 401k match, you must contribute at least enough to get the full match. If you don't take the full match, you are literally telling your boss you don't want part of your compensation. You wouldn't throw away a regular paycheck, so don't throw away this free money. Aim to contribute between 6% to 12% of each paycheck to your retirement account automatically. Make this happen through payroll deduction before you even see the money. Now that you have your foundational elements locked down, your minimum payments, your necessities below 50%, your emergency savings funded, and your employer match secured, you are ready to move into the aggressive phase of wealth creation. Destination 5. High-interest debt elimination. This destination is where you truly earn your financial hero status by slaying the monsters that have been consuming your future. Any debt charging you more than 15% interest needs to be eliminated, and it needs to die fast. We are primarily talking about credit card debt here, although predatory personal loans and payday loans also fall under this financial death sentence. Credit card companies are not your friends. They are sophisticated wealth extraction machines designed to keep you paying them for decades while barely touching your principal balance. That minimum payment they cheerfully calculate for you. It is mathematically engineered to maximize their profits, not to help you get out of debt. Consider this brutal reality. If you only make minimum payments on a $5,000 credit card balance at 18% interest, you will pay over $13,000 in total, and it will take you more than 30 years to pay it off. That is a longer commitment than most people spend raising their children. This debt is a financial anchor that prevents you from getting ahead. You have two proven, powerful strategies for attacking multiple high-interest debts: the avalanche method and the snowball method. The avalanche method. This method makes perfect mathematical sense. You pay minimums on everything, then you aggressively attack the debt with the highest interest rate first. This saves you the absolute most money over time because you eliminate the most expensive debt first. The snowball method. This method makes perfect psychological sense. You pay minimums on everything, then you aggressively attack the debt with the smallest balance first, regardless of the interest rate. This strategy gives you quick, frequent wins, a crucial burst of momentum that keeps you motivated when the process gets tough. And trust us, paying off debt is tough. Which method should you choose? The one you will actually stick with. If you are driven by minimizing total interest paid, go with the avalanche. If you need the psychological boost of seeing balances drop quickly, go with the snowball. The math matters less than the behavior. Whichever method you choose, you must adhere to one simple rule. Stop creating new debt while you are paying off the old debt. This means cutting up the credit cards, not just hiding them in a drawer where they will tempt you during a moment of weakness. Close the accounts when the balance is zero and focus all available funds into eliminating the next debt. Destination 6. Roth IRA contributions. Once you have secured your employer match and eliminated your toxic, high-interest debt, you have earned the right to focus on your tax-free future. This is where things get truly exciting for your future self, and it is a move the wealthy use aggressively. The Roth IRA is like a magical wealth-building vehicle that the government created and then probably immediately started regretting. Here is the magic. You contribute money that has already been taxed, after-tax dollars, now, and then everything, the principal and all the gains, grows completely tax-free forever. No taxes when you withdraw it in retirement. No required minimum distributions forcing you to take money out when you don't want to. You can even pass it to your heirs tax-free. The current annual contribution limit is substantial. Check the IRS for the exact limit, but it's typically around $7,000 if you're under 50. This breaks down to a monthly contribution that, while sounding like a lot now, will likely be worth millions by the time you retire. Here is why the Roth IRA is so unbelievably powerful. Let's say you contribute $500 per month starting at age 25. Assuming a reasonable 8% annual return, you will have contributed about $240,000 by age 65. But your account balance will be worth over $1.7 million. That is over $1.4 million of completely tax-free growth. The critical takeaway here is the word starting. The IRS does not offer a do-over program for the years you missed. You can't go back and make contributions for previous years. Every year you wait is a year of tax-free compound growth you will never get back. Mastering Money and Wealth strongly recommends opening your Roth IRA with a reputable brokerage and investing primarily in low-cost index funds. Do not try to pick individual stocks unless you are an expert trader. That's just expensive gambling with your retirement. Index funds offer instant diversification across hundreds or even thousands of companies and have consistently outperformed most professional money managers over long time periods. Now, as your debts vanish and your tax-free retirement accounts start building serious momentum, you unlock the final, most advanced destination. This is the stage where you begin building serious, passive wealth and truly make money while you sleep. You have successfully stabilized your finances, eliminated toxic debt, and maxed out your government-sponsored tax breaks. You are financially fit. The final destination separates those who merely save for retirement from those who build generational wealth and financial independence before age 65. Destination 7. Taxable investing, the passive income machine. Once you've handled all the previous 6 destinations, you get to join the ranks of people who make money while they sleep. Taxable investing means putting money into assets that can grow in value over time, providing wealth and liquidity outside of strict retirement rules. This includes stocks, real estate, bonds, commodities, and yes, even cryptocurrency, but only if you actually understand what you are buying and are not just following the latest social media hype. The key phrase there is, if you understand what you are buying. Investing in things you don't understand is just expensive gambling. If you are new to this stage, start with broad market index funds. These funds track major market indices like the S&P 500, giving you instant, low-cost ownership in hundreds of America's largest companies with a single purchase. Over the past century, the stock market has averaged about 10% annual returns despite every crisis imaginable. This is your engine for long-term, non-retirement-specific growth. Real estate can be another excellent investment, whether through direct property ownership or through real estate investment trusts, REITs, that allow you to own pieces of commercial properties without dealing with tenants and toilets. The wealthy understand that owning assets that appreciate in value is how you build lasting wealth. While most people stay broke by only buying things that lose value, like cars or gadgets, you are not just throwing money at random investments and hoping for the best. You are systematically building a portfolio designed to grow your wealth over decades. Treat this like the serious, disciplined wealth-building strategy it is. The financial momentum effect. The beautiful thing about this entire 7-destination system is that it creates its own financial momentum. As your investments grow, They generate more money to reinvest. As your debt disappears, you have more money available for wealth building. As your income increases over time, you can accelerate the entire process by putting more money toward each destination. Most importantly, this system removes the guesswork and emotional decision-making that destroys most people's financial plans. When money comes in, you know exactly where it goes. There's no wondering whether you should save or spend. No guilt about splurging on something you want, no panic when unexpected expenses arise. Building resilience, the flexibility of the system. You might be thinking, this all sounds great in theory, but what happens when life inevitably throws me a curveball? What about when my income fluctuates or the stock market dips? These are fair questions, and they are exactly why this system is designed to be flexible, not rigid. The beauty of having these 7 destinations mapped out is that you can adjust the percentages based on your current situation without abandoning the overall strategy. For example, if you face a temporary income reduction, you might scale back your Roth IRA contributions for a few months while maintaining your emergency fund contributions. If you get a large bonus, you can accelerate your high-interest debt payments or boost your taxable investments. The key is maintaining the priority order. You don't skip your emergency fund to invest in the latest hot stock tip your coworker shared. You don't ignore high-interest debt because you found a great deal on a potential rental property. The wealthy follow systems because systems work, even when they're not exciting. The crucial role of automation. Every single one of these 7 destinations should happen automatically. This is non-negotiable. Your retirement contributions already happen through payroll deduction. Set up automatic monthly transfers for your emergency fund and Roth IRA. Use autopay for all your minimum debt payments. Even your high-interest debt elimination can be automated by setting up extra payments beyond the minimum. Automation removes the daily decision-making that exhausts your willpower and leads to poor choices. When your money automatically flows to where it needs to go, you are not tempted to spend it on something else. You are not relying on motivation or discipline. The system runs itself while you focus on living your life. There you have it. The 7 destinations that will transform your financial life from chaos to control. Stop treating your money like a free-range chicken that wanders wherever it wants, and start treating it like the wealth-building machine it's designed to be. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. So, make sure they are decisions you'll actually be proud of when you're sitting on that beach 30 years from now, watching your investments pay for your morning coffee.